cars that went out right here in Chicago. Came back with some issues, very minor issues. The 2017 Toyota Prius, the renter knocked out the front lower grille. The 2011 Lexus HS250H, the guest blew out a tire in the rear passenger side, and they lost the lock box. I already sent them an invoice for that. And then the 2012 Toyota Prius C that I rent out, the guest complained that the air conditioner was not working. I air conditioner unit, the AC compressor, so I have to change that. So that's where we are today. So I have 3 days to run today. But other than that, I plan to like do the tolls, because one of the part of this business that I hate so much is doing like toll invoices. It's very tedious, very repetitious. I don't like repetitiousness. I don't like mundane activities. I love things that are dynamic in nature. I'm a dynamic person. But anyway, at the end of the day, it's gonna be done. I'm probably gonna do it at the end of the day, or once I'm done running these 3 errands right now. I gotta get these cars back in shape so that they can continue bringing in income. Right? That's what it's about. Because the more you have a machine working in place of human power, generating income, the less you have to devote your time in exchange for money. So that's how I look at it. So if you're on this channel, you probably already subscribed to my other channel, the Solutionist channel, and you already subscribed to Chuchumosu channel. You have the money mindset, you have the mentality that it takes to make money out of it. You're not just a chump. You're someone that gets it. You understand how the world works. You're not out here asking, oh man, why is Bibi Netanyahu a bad guy? You're not asking all this kind of questions. You understand how geopolitics works, and you're out here busy trying to get your bag. You are in your bag. You're not trying to make your own money. All the money they're making. You're trying to make your own money. That's what we do on this channel. We go out here and we kill what we eat. We make money. We don't ask questions. We don't care what these people got going on. We don't care who's blowing who up. Of course, it matters to be in tune with the current affairs, but we're trying to get ours because they already got theirs and they're fighting for theirs. So you got to fight for yours. So right now I'm on my way to United Tires so that I could actually make sure that that tire gets fixed and position the car back ready to be rented. Man, that's a fine piece of calico over there. But anyway, yeah, so I'm on my way to United Tires, and that's what we're doing right now. I'm headed over there. I'm gonna be there shortly. Once I get there, they're gonna pull out, give me the best rate. You know, Matt, you know, Dima, some of my guys over there, they've been taking care of me at United Tires, one of the best tire places. If you're in Chicago and you buy tires from any low-grade place, I feel sorry for you. One of the best places to get used tires and brand new tires from, United Tires, 2720 West Grand. This is me doing a free promo because why? My friend owns the place. So, okay, shout out to Mike. So yeah, I'm gonna be there shortly. While I was walking to my car to get into this car, I saw some workers sitting on the lawn, just having their lawn. 3 guys just sitting on the lawn of one of the new condos by where I live. And I wanted to just share a story with you guys real quick. Since this is a vlog channel, we just say what's on our mind and we just divulge and share and express. So I saw these guys, I believe they were Mexicans, and they were just having their lunch peacefully. You know, I tried to make eye contact with all 3 of them. Only one made eye contact with me. I was like, I gave them the thumbs up, and that was that. So while I was moving, I just thought to myself, how do you know your country has failed you? And I just thought to myself, you know your country has failed you when you're happier sitting on the lawn of another man's property in a foreign country and you feel more at home than where you come from. That's how you know your country has failed you. And this applies to me. Nigeria has failed people like me. Nigeria has failed my generation. Nigeria has failed all of us. Most of our countries have failed most of us because These are countries are run by old men that have no backbone and have never been able to accomplish anything in their life except steal, kill, and pillage. They've not been able to do anything but other than just be a puppet master to somebody that is more grand and they feel like it's more powerful than they are. And that's just the sad reality of life. In this world, there's hierarchy. There's always going to be someone stronger than you and more powerful than you. But does that mean you have to bow down to every principality and power? I don't think so. I think sometimes you need to just put your foot down and claim your existence, irregardless of who wants you to be the puppet master. Just like Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing over there in Burkina Faso. This is something that has been long coming. I don't know why these people bow to this foreign power. You have all these resources under your soil. You can negotiate business. You don't have to honor like some antiquated deals that people have signed from back in the day. You don't have to. You renegotiate. You make new deals. You make things that work for you. You don't live a life on a land that works for other people. That's not how it should work, in my humble opinion. So, to those 3 Mexican guys sitting over there, I believe they're Mexicans. I believe Mexico has failed them. To me over here, with my ass, talking all this mess, Nigeria has failed me. Because personally, I would like to be in Nigeria right now. I have people my age running things in Nigeria, but this old ass generation, this boomer ass generation, these people are not, like, they're just a mess. They're not the best people in the world. They have failed generations like mine. They've been unable to seize power, seize control, be able to dictate their own life. They've not been able to dictate life on their own terms. They've just been floating like candle in the wind. They always go to other places for greener pastures, and it's not always greener. I can tell you right now, I have so many friends in Nigeria that are doing way better than most people here in the United States are doing, that are Nigerians as well. So sometimes you just have to peg down where you come from and make that freaking grass green. That's just what I thought I'll share with you guys. So this what's going on with this car. All right. And previous to that, another guest damaged this part of the car. We're still filing a claim for that. And we also damaged the front bumper of the car. So these are the things that I'm taking care of. Let's go into the office and see these guys. What's up, big guy? Hey, big dog! Where you been? What do you think? What do you think Putin is gonna do, man? He needs to send it. What's up, Jacob? What's going on? Here's my big dog. Here's my big dog at United Tires, man. Say hi to the big dog. This is a big dog here. Woo woo, bark so they know you're a dog. I'm just kidding. So I came here, and the technician is telling me that the tread on these tires are too low. You see? They're very low tread tires right now, so he said to change them. So I'm going to have to change 3 tires. This is my highest earning car on Turo, so I can afford to cheap out on any of this stuff. So I'm changing all the tires, 3 tires. I don't know if you can see that. So you can see that right there. The tread is very low. The tread on these tires are very low. The only one with a good thread is this one. This is how the thread should look. You see that? This thread is very good. And then on this side, the tire is blown. This was the side that the tire blew. So we have to replace that, patch up this spare tire, and just make sure that everything is good. Over here, this one is low thread as well. Look, it's almost nothing on there. You see, it's getting to the metal. So I'm having to change all this. The thread is very low. These are things that I do. These are things that I do to maintain a very healthy fleet, to make sure that my guests, my renters are not in harm's way, to make sure that the cars are very durable the cars are very reliable and that the guests don't encounter any issues as far as renting the car, going from point A to point B and bringing the car back to me in one piece. So I just make sure that all these things are taken care of. You know, if it's gonna cost money, we'll just spend money. So now we'll replace the tires. You can see the tires have more tread. Replace the front tires. The front tires have more tread. And then also over here on this side, we replaced the front tires. So now all the tires have very nice tread on them. So now onto errand number 2. I'm done with this car. I'm gonna put it back online on Turo, and I'm gonna head home right now so that I can get the second situation resolved. That would be I think I should run and get the AC compressor for the 2012 Toyota Prius C, so that way I'm done with everything that has to do with this house. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna go to the south side, pick up the AC compressor, and then I'm gonna go back to the north side and make sure that they finish that today. And then I'm gonna proceed to fix the damaged bumper grill with the 2017 Toyota Prius, the regular 2017 Toyota Prius. Sorry guys, I was just trying to reverse. I was trying to back out of here, trying to get everything resolved so that I don't miss anything, so I don't get hit in the rear. I was just trying to make sure that I reverse carefully without any impact. Okay, I was going to stop them because the tire pressure light was still on, but it just got resolved right now. It just went off. So that's beautiful. I always love coming to United Tires. Shout out to everybody here, Jacob, Dima, Matt. Great staff, great everything. Take good care of me. Can't complain. Off we go. So I decided to stop by over here to do the emissions for this car. It's not due to September 30th, 2025, but I just decided to take care of it since this car is one of my highest earners. I just want to get it out of the way so that there's no hindrance to its potential to earn. So I'm hoping with this emission out of the way, there should not be anything else holding this car back for the rest of the year. So that's the whole plan. Since I had the time today, I ordered the AC compressor for the other car. It's not gonna be here till tomorrow. After these emissions, I'm gonna go home, take the Prius to the body shop to have the grill put back on. And that's about it for the day. If the white Prius V comes back on time, I'm gonna bring it for emissions as well, so that I could just get these things out of the way, you know, so that I don't have to deal with it. Because the more you let it pile, the more work you have to do later. And now the weather is nice, life is good, so why not? So I just thought I'd just take care of that and get it out of the way. Hey, how you doing?
Oh my God.
So we're here, let's see if the car passes.
How many miles on the car?
It's 168,254.
Here you go.
Thanks. I thought this was trash.
Go ahead and step out, huh?
I thought this was trash.
I mean, you can keep it for next time. I'll throw it away if you don't want it. You
No,
want it?
no, I don't need it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Can you come here for me, please?
Where? Okay.
Here.
All right.
Here you go.
Oh, thanks. So yeah. That's what the car looks like. Let's see if I pass. I don't know if I'm gonna pass. So you see over there, don't forget to follow my other channels, the Solutionist channel and YouTube channel.
Oh, they need you. Okay, sorry.
So I decided to come do the emissions because I had the paper come in the mail. So I'm coming here to do the emissions. Actually, I already took the emissions and the car passed right there. So I'm just coming over here to get the sticker because I just want to get it out of the way. I was just in the line over here. I was in lane 1. And fortunately for me, my car just passed. So I'm just coming over here to park and go get the sticker for the vehicle. So while I was over there in line, getting the emissions done, the lady said you can't record over here. And I lost a chunk of my footage because I hit the wrong button. But however, I passed the emissions. So now I'm about to walk in there and get the renewal sticker for the plates. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is because this car is one of my highest grossing cars. So I just want to renew the plates, get it out of the way so that there's no hindrance to the earning potential of the car for the rest of the year, so that the car just goes on doing what it does. I already have the sticker over there. The sticker doesn't expire till next year. I have the Easy Pass, which is good. So I just want to get the sticker and just get it over with, because with the sticker in place, I should be good till next year. And by next year, this car should have already made a chunk, and a lot of things should be out of the way. So let's knock that out. And the car has basically 4 sets of new tires. Based on what happened, the guest that was the last renter for this vehicle, they had a flat tire. I believe they reported to Turo, and now Turo has unlisted the car. So now I got to go get an inspection report to be able to get the car relisted on Turo. So all these things are stuff I'm going to do today. And hopefully, by the time I get home, the white Prius V is back, and I could just bring the white Prius V back over here to get the emissions done. I'm just trying to knock all these things out of the way so that they don't compound. So that way, most of the basic stuff that these cars need are already done, and the car could just focus on making money. All right, come with me, let's go. They're not gonna let me record in there, but let's see. We're just gonna go as far as we can before we shut off the camera. I'm gonna leave this running because I need the AC blowing cold, because it's hot today. Like today is one of them days, man. You don't want to be outside. It's one of them days. Yeah, it's hot out here. It is hot out here. It is hot out here. You don't want to be outside. So yeah. Oh, look, the line is building up. Woo. The line is building up. Okay, so I'm done over there at the emissions testing site. Now I'm gonna stop by over here and order me something. I don't know, I usually don't eat fast food, but today I don't know, these people, I've been seeing them here all the time, and today they just caught my attention, so I was like, let's try. Hey, what is your signature sandwich?
I would say the original chicken sandwiches.
Okay, let me get one of those, and then let me get a drink, and then let me get a. You guys have ice cream cone?
Oh, we don't have ice cream cones.
Okay, let me just get the sandwich and the meal, however you serve it. Okay.
So original chicken sandwich meal, right?
Yes.
For your drink, what would you like?
Let me get a Coke, a good old Coke, okay?
Is Pepsi okay?
Do you have anything orange?
Oh, we don't have anything orange. We only have pineapple juice and pink lemonade.
So you just have Pepsi, pineapple juice, and pink lemonade, that's it?
Yeah, for the Pepsi products, we have Pepsi, Mountain Dew, root beer, raspberry iced tea, the pink lemonade, the Starry, and the Diet Pepsi.
Okay, let me just get Pepsi then.
What was it?
Let me get the Pepsi, that's fine.
Okay, Pepsi.
No ice.
Pepsi, no ice.
Yes.
And then for the side, just fries, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Alright, original chicken sandwich, regular fries, Pepsi, no ice, $11.21. Next week.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
I never eaten here before, so I just thought it would be worth a try. I think it's here. This is where I pay. Ooh. It is hot outside. You can hear the AC compressor fine. How you doing, big guy?
$11.21.
Hey, how's it going? I'm trying to find it.
What was that?
So I'm trying to find it.
Oh.
Right here. I think the name of the place is Jollibee, something like that. I've never eaten here before. Just want to try it and see. Yeah, Jollibee. Jollibee. All right, thank you so much, okay? All right. There's some tight-ass pants that boy got on. Woo! He look almost like a girl. With those pants on, with that kind of pants on. That kind of pants on. I don't know. But you know, this is a vlog, so we gotta talk about everything. Okay.
Here's your original chicken sandwich and
Yes.
fries.
Yes. Thank you so much, okay?
And your Pepsi no ice.
Thank you
Have a
so
good
much.
one.
And you too, boss. Take care, okay? Go right. Pepsi, no ice. With the straw that just fell into the side of the seat. Sheesh. Man. Can someone fix this? So that these cars don't have... Stuff is always falling into the side of the seat and getting trapped over there. Someone should be able to fix that. Someone should be able to fix that. Oh well. Until then. Jollibee? I think not. I mean, depends on your taste buds. My taste buds are way too advanced and international for this nonsense. But all the same, we thank he or they that provide, we're able to eat, because some can eat but have no food, and some have food and cannot eat. We have food and we can eat. So I was having a conversation earlier today at the tire shop, and one of the guys over there, he got, you know, kind of upset at me. He called me a big mouth. I kind of took offense to it, but eventually I owned it. I was like, you know, I think I'm a big mouth. There's nothing wrong with that, because if I'm a big mouth, what does that make him? A small mouth, you know? Considering I'm African and all, everything we have is big. We have big feet, big mouth, you know what else is big and all that stuff. So at first I was going to take offense to it, but eventually I got over it. I did not take offense to it, because sometimes some people have a very weird way of projecting the admiration they have for you. You know, they look at you, you're everything that they can be. You're doing everything that they can do. You have the balls and the gumption that they do not have. So they always want to shoot down your star. And to that I say to you, stand up to your star. Especially when you know you're on the right path. Own up to your shit. Because no two human beings are alike. Everybody has a different way of tackling all the ups and downs of life. So at first I was going to be offended, but then I was like, this is on him. You know, whatever it is he's dealing with, it's not my problem. Big mouth? Yes, I am big mouth. I talk my stuff, you know? You're a small mouth. You don't talk your stuff. Two separate people. You know what I mean? That's how I looked at it. All right? So, because for him to call me a big mouth, that makes him feel better. So, if I'm a big mouth, that means what he's trying to project is that he's a small mouth, and small mouthness is what's required. So I'm like, okay, small mouth, you do you. Well, we're over here with the big mouth, we do us. So that's just some of the things that you will notice out here. Yeah, that I can see why Jollibee is not so jolly. Why there's not so many people packed over there. But you know, it'll be decent food for the right person. No shade. You know, so I'm done with this Lexus updated city sticker, license plate sticker. So I don't have to worry about it till next year, 2026. So this car is going to just be on Turo, doing what it does. I'm going to go right now, try to file the claim for the damages that one of the guests did to the car, do my tolls. It's always so much stuff to do. I wish I could hire someone to do all this stuff. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. And one last thing. Why is it always other men caping for women when it comes to men protecting themselves? I was at United Tires having a conversation with one of my guys. He's about to make the biggest commitment of his life, which is marriage. In United States, in the Western world, very dangerous. Horrible rates of return. Horrible rates of success. And I just barely suggested to the guy, I said to him, within the last 1 to 3 months before marriage, hire a private investigator. Look into this woman and make sure, just for your own peace of mind, that she's exactly who you think she is. And here comes the white knights in shining armor. I'm telling you, man, these white men, they're weak as fuck, man. Like, I'm telling you the truth, man. Some of these men are the weakest problem. They're the problem in the whole planet. Weak men, weak white men, weak men in general. They're the problem of this universe. And this guy comes out of nowhere. Oh, you know, you're just projecting all your failures, all your relationship failures on him. You know, I said I never said that, but you're implying that. I said I never implied that. I just told him to go and get a guarantee. If the private investigator looks into her and nothing comes back, what's the harm? And he's like, oh, but what about trust? I'm like, trust got nothing to do with marriage. Marriage is a business. I don't understand why most men are having a hard time getting this through their thick skull. Marriage is a business. There's no God in business. There's none of that in business. Shout out to CGA. Women are in business. Men are in love. Men are in love. Women are in business. Please master these words and it will save your life. And this guy was just keeping. I'm like, I did not say anything that would be harmful. Just get a PI to look into the lady the last 3 months to the last 1 month before marriage, so that you're just sure of who you're getting married to, that this person is exactly who you think they are. If you find out something, good. If you don't find out anything, good. So you win either way. But men always want other men to just fall on the sword blindly. Young men, if you're listening to me, I don't think you should get married unless you can afford a private investigator to look into the woman that you're marrying. And women as well. Look into the dude that you're about to get married to. I don't have a problem with that. I was just advising this guy, this is a smart move for the financial devotion and the commitment that you're about to make to this lady. And then he comes about, oh, well, she makes more money than me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, so what does it matter? What will it hurt? And you know what I mean? So either way, he still wins. But for some reason, he doesn't want to do it. He feels like there's some kind of hindrance. But you could see in his face that he knows. I struck a nerve. I said something that in the back of his mind, he's considering it as a possibility. He knows that there could be something there. There could be something wrong. He could be in for a treat. He could find out something. I mean, considering the fact that, you know, doctors, nurses, they're one of the most promiscuous careers in the whole, you know, world, basically, especially in the United States. So, I mean, that was how the conversation went. His friend was very offended, and then he calls me a big mouth, blah, 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 which I didn't care. I thought it was unwarranted because we're just having a conversation. What does big mouth have to do with it? But he calls me a big mouth. I chose to own it. I'm like, yes, I'm a big mouth. What is the alternative to being a big mouth? A small mouth? I don't want to be a small mouth. If me speaking my mind and speaking how I feel, not just how I feel, if me just thinking rationally would cause another man to call me a big mouth, then something is wrong with society. And I want to be a big mouth. I never want to do what everybody's doing. Most people are stupid. Most people are broke. Most people are not intelligent. I don't want to be most people. So at first when he called me a big mouth, I was going to get offended. But when I processed it, when I ran it through my processor, I realized that actually it's a good thing that he called me that. At least, I already knew his position before that. But him calling me a big mouth basically verified how I felt about, how he's been always felt about me. Like, if you think your marriage is tight, why are you worried? You know what I mean? They always fight back when you challenge some of these their normal people belief system. Like they always get angry. What is so wrong about what I said? If your love is so strong, the private investigator should not find anything. You see? But you see, the truth loves to be challenged. Lies hates challenge. Whenever there's a lie, they hate to be challenged. The truth doesn't mind being challenged. Right? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But in most cases, when it hurts, that's when it's the truth. So for him to have gone that extreme, to the point where he's getting personal, I probably struck a nerve. And I said to him, you know what, how old are you right now? He said he's 27 or something. I'm 39. I told him I'll see you in 20 years. Let's, like I don't wish his marriage anything bad. It's just that the statistics are not in his favor. And these men don't want to hear it. I've never seen a generation, a group of men that are so anti-facts, data, and statistics like this modern day Gen Z, Gen X. They're even the boomers. They're horrible. Against all odds. They always think that everything is going to work out in their favor. They're the exception. And time keeps proving them again and again. False, false, false. You're not special. The world just keeps smacking them in the face. You're not special. You're not this. You're not it. You're not him. You're not that. So, but, it was just an interesting conversation. I just thought I'll share it with everybody, because in this channel, I'm just going to talk about the things that I experienced, like it's my vlog channel. I cannot tell you about things that I did not experience. So you saw me just eat at Jubilee or whatever. Jollibee or whatever, that was garbage, but for the right person, it's good food. Like for hungry Mexican gardener or like some black welder or someone that just wants something good something fast on the fly, that's good food, but that's nothing but hormone laced chicken, so it's not for me. But for the right person, it's good food. Maybe something you just snack on, I don't know. But yeah. So that was a little story right there. I just thought I'd share that with you guys, man. Okay, I'm gonna give free game to any young man, young lady, young boy, young girl. You live in a major city, free game. If you are looking for a way to offset your rent, Turo or one of these rideshare businesses is such a great way to do that. Now, assuming your rent is like, say, $800, $1,200, $1,800, $2,000, a good way to do that is if you can get your hands on, say, a used Toyota vehicle, right? With a used Toyota vehicle or a Nissan product, whatever it is that you have, price it at $50 a day in any major city. And if you're in a small city, small town, in a small suburb or something like that, you could go as high as $70 a day to $80 a day. And with that said, that car or couple of cars, let's say you have one car. Let's say you have a Toyota, let's say a Toyota Corolla, priced at $50 a day. And you have, say, a 50% utilization. That means the car is rented out for 15 days. $50 times 14, that's $700 plus 50, that's $750. That's what you're making every month from that car. That's a good way to offset your rent. So let's say your rent is $2,000. Now you offset it by $750. Now you have about $1,250 left to pay. Now, if you now apply, say, a law of multiplicity, or you get a more steady renter, like someone that does ride share with the car, you can now optimize your utilization, in which case let's say, for example, someone that does ride share, you're able to rent it out to someone that does ride share for $350 a week, $250 a week. That gives you about $1,000 to $1,400 every month. And that's a good way to offset your rent. Now, use the law of multiplicity and now scale that up. So if you get 2 cars, that would be $2,000 to $2,800 every month. So with 2 cars, 2 small cars, Toyota Corolla, Toyota Prius C, something very small, something very manageable, you could offset your rent. It's a good investment. Those 2 cars, with proper research, you could find those 2 cars for $15,000 or less, give or take, if you do some good research. If you don't do a very good research, you're poor at researching, maybe $20,000 you could get those 2 cars. But think about it, for $20,000 you could offset your rent for the rest of the year. These 2 cars could make enough income for you to live rent-free. Just a $20,000 investment would have you living rent-free in any major city or in any small town or suburb or small city anywhere in the United States. So I think it's a worthwhile investment. For a $20,000 investment, you get to reap the rewards over and over and over again. Not only that, I don't even think there's much things that you can invest in that could give you that rate of return up front. So it's just something to think about. So in case you're out here just wondering, oh my God, I have this $20,000, what should I do? This is something to consider. You have multiple options to go. You could go the Turo route, you could go the rideshare route, you could actually, lease the car out to a rideshare driver. And then you could even do something crazy. You could lease out, you could do, give out your car, 2 of your cars to a rideshare driver, then go lease a 3rd car and drive Uber. Uber is a good way to make side income. So all that downtime that you have, you're still making income and building up your nest egg and building up some money, some reserve, and just building up your capital base in general. And if you enjoy the business, you could scale up. If you don't like the business, you could just stack it up for a year or 2 or 3 and then just cash out of the business. It's a very straightforward business. To be honest with you, income generation has never been more parallel in history. It's very straightforward, very easy to handle. You have to be a dummy to mess this up. It's incomprehensible how someone could not have the courage or the absence of fear to be able to carry this operation out. I think it's very easy. It doesn't get easier than this. And with such an opportunity, you could really go far in life. It beats a day job. It beats so many things that you can compare it to. You're in control of your time. Even sometimes, if you are having low utilization, you could always take one of those cars and go hustle. You could do so many things with those cars. You could rent them privately. You could do so many things with the cars. You could rent them to food delivery drivers. There's so many options for you. You could flip the cars, buy more, flip, and then once the rental business picks up, you could put it back on rental. While you're waiting on the rental to pick up, you could be flipping the cars. Once the cars start renting, you stop flipping. Or you could even get to a point where you make enough money from flipping, you could establish your rental car business, your flipping business, your food delivery business, your Turo or rideshare rental business, and you could now have multiple streams of income. Have money coming from Turo, have money coming from rideshare drivers, have money coming from food delivery services, and then you could also be doing Uber as well. So these are some of the things to think about, because today, the conventional things that we always heard from our parents is not going to work in 2025 onwards. It's time to boss up. It's time to level up for the young man. Everything that you were told is not going to work. You're not going to come out here, graduate from college, swinging, make enough money to be able to take care of a family and kids and stuff like that. It's not going to happen for you. You have to do something extraordinary. You have to put yourself in a position of power. And nobody's going to give you this power. You have to come out here, use your brain, use your research abilities, use your good judgment abilities, like watching this video, to be able to decipher who to listen to, who's giving you the real deal, how the world works, and what will work for you. Okay, so right now I'm headed to the gas station. I'm gonna refuel this car and park it, and whenever someone books it, or someone decided to book when someone decided to rent the car, I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up for the next renter. So yeah, this is one of the most fun businesses that I've ever engaged in. Since high school, I've always been a businessman. I used to sell contraband back in high school. Contrabands, as in terms of like just noodles. I don't know, they just banned food like that from schools, but I just had people that were living in the same city where we had our boarding school buy the stuff and bring it to me through the fence or wherever avenue that they use. Sometimes they smuggle it through their bags into college. So I've always been making money. I've always been the kind of person that I love to hustle. I love to use my brain to earn. I don't like to sit down and just have someone control me like a puppet on when I can earn and when I can't. I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave you guys. In the truest nature of a man, his greatest goal and his greatest achievement and what he strives for the most is freedom. In his most natural instinct, the one thing every man strives for is freedom. Freedom of choice, freedom to do whatever they want, freedom to marry whoever they want, freedom to have sex with whoever they want, freedom to do business wherever they want, own whatever property they want. In today's world, money in the form of gold, platinum, whatever you want to call it, diamonds, these are the new forms of payment. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, that affords you that freedom. So guys, go out there and pursue freedom. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next vlog. I don't know when next I'm going to post something, but I'm going to try to post as soon as possible. These things just depending on how I feel. I just come on here. I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling inspired. I can say something to people. I could show you some of my life, parts of my life that is exciting. Some days things don't go the way I planned. Like today, you see, I just came from tire shop. I meant to go home and park this car, but I decided to do the emissions. Now I renewed the registration. Now I'm going by the house. I ordered the AC compressor for the Prius. I'm not going to be able to do anything with it till tomorrow because the compressor is coming tomorrow. Now I'm going to take the Prius to the body shop to glue on the grill. So hopefully I can get that done on time. But yeah, these are some of the little things that my day entails. It's nothing major. Oh, here's the gas station. Yeah, so with that, guys, I guess this vlog doesn't have to be over because we're gonna jump in the other car and take it to the body shop. Okay, let's keep rocking. Let's keep rocking. It doesn't have to be over yet. You see, that's the good thing about my vlogs, man. We're not always like just shutting down. You know, we could just switch up in a bit. All right, let me gas up this car. Okay, well, my work here is done, I believe. My work here is done. Tires renewed. Car looks good. That's the other car with AC compressor, but we'll take care of that tomorrow. With that said, let's head down to the Prius, the one that needs the bumper thing glued up. This is not a bad business. If you want to get into it and you need guidance, message me. I'll give you a few tips. You gotta be a savvy person. You can't be a slacker. You gotta be someone that's up and doing. You gotta be able to make decisions at a drop of a dime. You got to be up and doing. You can't be lazy. This this business, you get what you put into it, or should I say, you get out of it what you put into it. So that's just the way it goes. So it's not a bad business. You gotta just gotta be hardworking, smart working, be industrious, just be witty. You gotta be smart. You gotta know what works for you and what doesn't work. And once you figure out what doesn't work, you don't stop doing it. Because why would you want to keep doing what doesn't work? That's why it doesn't work. So this is one of those kind of businesses where you just have to appropriate your energy into the areas where it's most profitable. And once you do that, you're going to do well. It's very easy. It's just where most people fail is just being on top of things, being on top of license plate renewals, moving cars so you don't get tickets, just little things like that. That's where people fumble. Making sure that you do the tolls, you have toll stickers on your cars, you're on top of the tickets, they don't double. Just little things like that. That's where most people mess up. And if you could get that part right, if you could get those little parts right, you're going to be a winner. You're going to win in this business. But if you are the kind of person that procrastinates, you're not on top of your shit, you're always, I'll do it tomorrow type of person, yeah, just stay away from this business. You're going to crash and burn. Because every single day that you don't do something that you're supposed to could potentially cost you a lot of money. So that's how we're working over here. So you have to be a doer, you have to be a go-getter. Or if you cannot be a go-getter, you cannot be a doer, just hire people to do it for you. Apportion it to somebody else. Delegate it. Do whatever you have to do so that you don't lose. I just think, like when you look at people in life that win, the reason they win is because they made a decision. It's not because they're winners. Most people are losers. Winners win because they've made a conscious decision that they want to win. And losers keep losing because they've just not made that decision to win. And once winners figure it out that they want to win, they just start delegating the things that they cannot do. They start bringing in teams, start figuring out how to get it done. You can always figure it out, regardless of where you are in life. You could hire people. There's so many ways to go about it. But winning is something you could do. I'll give you a second. So this is the other car here, and this is what we're about to go fix. You see right here? The renter brought it back with that, with the thing off. So let me open up the car so you can see what I'm talking about. And that's one thing I love about this car. You could open the door by just pulling it. Some of the new Toyotas, amazing cars. That's why I keep, if you notice, all my fleet are Japanese cars. I love Japanese culture. I love the Japanese people. I buy mostly Japanese stuff. So that's what we're gonna be putting on to the front. We're gonna head to the body shop right now. We're gonna head to the body shop to get that done. To let you know how much I love the Japanese culture, Japanese products, and just believe in everything Japanese. I even wear the Japanese Gucci or Tom Ford era clothing line. Like there was an era where Gucci and Tom Ford they were dropping a lot of like Japanese products or special products for the Asian market, specifically Japanese market. So those products that were dropped back then, the Gucci belts, the Gucci loafers, some of the shirts and pants and stuff like that, those are some of my favorite. And once in a while I go hunting on eBay and I find this stuff and I buy them. You know, now the prices are cheaper, so you could do the same too. So yeah, I even made a video I think I made a video on my Chuchu channel, Business Class. Check it out, about the Japanese culture and some of the things that I bought on eBay and how it was delivered by the Japanese seller compared to the American seller. I think I compared those together. You will see it's an amazing video. I think it's an amazing video. You might not find it amazing, but yeah, it's just a good comparison of the culture. So right now I'm just heading out. Let me go take care of it. Thank God there's air conditioning in this car. God, imagine there was no air conditioning. Man, tomorrow fixing that PSC is gonna be a pain in the you know what. So I don't know how I'm gonna go about it, but hopefully everything works out, because it's gonna be hot. So just driving the car from there to the shop and then having to leave it for them to finish fixing it. It's gonna be crazy. So these are some of the things that my day is comprised of. You know, when these things happen, I have one of the renters on my Turo messages right now just yapping about how I gave him a death trap, blah, 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 blah. They always yap and they want to get them. They use the car. I asked him, do you want to bring the car back? He's like, no, I don't want to bring the car back. But now he's yapping and talking all this nonsense because sometimes they want a refund. So they use the car, and then after they're done using the car, they start yapping about how the car was a horrible car. The car has taken them everywhere that they needed to go and brought them back. Now the car is that's some crazy stuff that you see out here. But, so now we're headed to the shop. I'll see you guys at the shop, and we'll see if the body man is able to rectify this expeditiously. Oh, here we are at the shop. Yeah! Bodies, auto and body. Check them out. They'll hook you up. Yeah, they're about to hook this up. Here's the body shop. So that's where we are right now. About to get this done. What's up, brother?
Yes,
looking good, man. Looking good, man. I like how you're looking, man. You're looking like money. Assalamu alaikum, Baba. Man, I don't need too much. Just the grill. You see the lower grill over there?
Okay.
One of my renters, you know, is in the trunk. Just to glue it. That's it.
All right.
You look good. This is how you look. This money. You look like money, you know?
Thank you.
You have to. I've been coaching the young man, telling him to make some money, man. His uncle owns the shop, so I've been trying to apply pressure on him, telling him to put in the work, you know, get the money while he's young, put in the hours. We're talking about all this tech stuff, man. Tech is about to crash in not too long from now. You know, I don't know about this tech boom. You know, it's just gonna happen like everything else. There's gonna be oversupply, and then the demand is just gonna crash. So you gotta diversify. You gotta put your eggs in different baskets. That's what I try to preach to young men out here. You gotta be diversified. You gotta understand passive income. You gotta understand compounding interest, how to work compounding, and you gotta understand residual and how to just make money off residual, whether posting YouTube videos, making music, just investing in dividend yielding stocks, whatever it is, just make sure you get that residual. All right, so that's some of the stuff that I'm talking about. Let me show you guys around the shop. Let me show you what's going on here. What's up, big dog? What's up, big dog? What's up, big dog? I see you, man. You're doing good work, man. You're doing a lot of good work here, man. A lot of good work, man. A lot of sanding, man. You know? Making sure that the stuff is smooth and comes out right. I love it. I believe he's sanding the bumper for that car right there. That's the Jeep, whatever, the Jeep nonsense. The rest of the shop. They have What's up, boss? And this is one of my favorite cars, man. Toyota Prius. Amazing car. Okay, just like that, and we're ready to go. All right, just like that, we're ready to go. They take care of me. They always take care of me at Bodies, Auto Body Repair and Paint. So that's the name, right? Auto Body, Bodies, Auto Body and Sales. So they have a dealership thing going on. I love it over here. Whenever I come here, boom, 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 all my stuff is taken care of. I'm ready to go. So this car is good to go. So I'm gonna release this car. I'm gonna take the inspection paperwork and upload it to Turo for the Lexus. And those two cars are good to go. So we just wait on the AC compressor unit for the Prius C. So these are some of the headaches and rigmaroles of daily operation of this small scale rental car business. The bigger it gets, the bigger the headache. So once you get past 15, 20 cars, yeah, you will need a very solid team. You need to be able to come in like this, in and out. So as soon as you come in, they already know who you are, they take good care of you, and you're gone. If you don't have it like that, it's going to be very difficult to operate, if any fleet larger than 15. Very difficult. So as you can see, I was in and out, took care of that. Now I'm basically done for the day. We're gonna wait tomorrow for the part to come to the other shop, and they're gonna take care of the AC unit. So that's basically it. This is what my day entails sometimes, on some occasions. And that's all I have for you today. I know you're gonna miss me. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out Chuchu Nwosu channel for the men that want to level up, that want to boost their game. In most of these cases, I can only teach you what I know. On that channel, I teach you a bunch of stuff, the kind of bags to carry, how to shave, the little things that I've learned over the years, things that took me time to learn. I share with you some colognes, and I have more colognes to bring. I share with you some eyewear, how, buying quality stuff over quantity, little advices, tips and there, because these days men are lost. Men are lost because nobody wants to give men game. So the little that I know, I get to share with you on the Chuchu Nwosu channel, which is business class. That's why that channel is called business class, because we do business things over there. Because the goal is to get your mindset right. Once your mindset is right, then you go over to the solutionist channel. That's where we talk about everything money, everything that I've learned. And the more that I learn, the more I update it. And remember, this is not one of these scam businesses where you go take a loan, and then with the loan you start now trying to start keeping up with the payments on the loan. No. This is from the ground up. I show you how to start getting money from the first day that you get into a turnkey business. That's what I share with you on there. So this is not fluff, straight hustle, all brain muscle. So just check it out. You're gonna love it. I believe for those of you that are willing to do the work, you're gonna be appreciative of it. And then on this channel here, the Chuchu Nwosu channel, the longer version of my name, mostly just talk about regular stuff. Just talk about. Let me decline this call real quick, okay? I gotta decline this call. On this channel, it's just a vlog. I just show you what I'm doing on my day, so you could see me in motion. You could see me unedited, unscripted. You could see all the other things removed, all the glitz and glamour of YouTube removed. There's no editing on this channel. Very little editing. I just take out like headers and ends. That's it. Everything else is just raw. You could hear me do all my ums, all that stuff you're gonna see on this channel. So just be patient with me. If you are able to go through the content, you're gonna get some gems and nuggets here and there. Like I said, I cannot teach you what I don't know. The game of $0 to $100,000 I have mastered. So if you stick around, I'll show you how to get from $0 to $100,000. As a matter of fact, I'm waiting for the channel, the Solutionist channel, to get to 10,000 subscribers. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to make a video. This video is going to be about an hour or 2 hours long, but I'm going to break it into little segments of like 15 minutes or maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes, but I'm going to make it like digestible. So I'm going to talk about how you can go from $0 all the way to $100,000 in 365 days. It's a video. I have it scripted already, ready to go. I have it all put together. So the only thing holding it right now is your subscription. So go to the Solutionist channel, subscribe, like, share that video over there. And once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to make that video long form, and I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to make it digestible in 15-minute pieces or 20-minute pieces. I'm going to put a poll up on the community post, so you guys can tell me how you want it. But initially, I'm going to put up the long form. It's going to be the whole video, because I believe the people that want the information are going to digest it regardless of how it's given. So you know how some people are like, oh, I like, I didn't like the tone. All that stuff is for losers. Losers never like the tone. Winners don't care the tone. They want to win, and they would take the message however it's given. Losers always want the right tone, the right temperature, the right weather, the right city, the right state, the right country, the right sex, the right gender. They always want all the components of all the factors. They want all the factors perfect, but that's not life. Life is not perfect. So I'm gonna put together the long form once we hit 10,000 subscribers, and then once I put together the long form, then we're gonna chop it up for the losers, or for the people that cannot digest the long form. So that's what we're gonna do on that channel. This is gonna be a step-by-step instruction how to get to $100,000. You're not paying me for this. This is free. I'm just posting it up, and do with that information as you wish. It's how I got to $100,000. As a matter of fact, it's one of the ways I got to $100,000. One of the ways. So you can use this to your advantage, and I promise you, it will fail you. Just follow the instructions. Don't overthink it. Don't be afraid. Put fear to the side. Just go and get it, and you will succeed. Well, with that said, we've come to the end. I'll see you on the next one. Ciao, 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 ciao.